Today is to share my best practice on doing makeups for more round and a little bit squared face shape. When you finish your last skincare, which should be the sunblock, do leave for a few minutes to let it set properly before you apply anything additional on top, such as your primer or even the spray. Going to try out a new foundation from Passionate Lover. This is a new Velvet Blur Lasting Foundation. Their first version, I didn't like it. A lot of people raving about it. No, it didn't work on mine. It's very easy to cake it up. So hopefully this one would work. And I really like that they give you a little, the plate palettes. Instead of squeeze your foundation on the hand and then you need to remove it, and you can just do it on this one instead. When you squeeze out, it's literally just like a cream, like a face cream. I just realized I still need to use my hand. When I touch the foundation, it's very, very creamy. There is no any powder feel whatsoever. And I'm going to use a new puff from Li Shu. It's quite bouncy and thick. Oh, well, at least based on first impression, the finishing is better than their first version, at least on my face. After I used it for the hard face, it doesn't eat much foundation. Then comes to contour and highlight. They are very, very important steps. You cannot avoid it, especially if you have rounded or square shaped face. I'm going to use a little Ondine one. This one is really good. I've been using it for quite a long time now. And I like the applicator. It's very small, so that can be very precise. Over here, a little C. And get it over here where you would normally wing out, is just to reduce the puffiness. And for my shape in particular, when you see the face line, where you have the point, highest point that facing out, that's where we want to put the contour on. Don't spread out into bigger area, as you want to focus adding shades in those areas to make it more effective. This way is quite friendly for beginners, because once you spread it out, and you will add setting powder so that it won't look too dirty. Okay, that's contour, and then you need to use highlighter to make your structure more, more defined. The highlight area are basically more central of your face. This one is under where we apply the shading color. And when you're smudging out the area in here, don't spread out too widely. Try to go portrait. The full base itself, that I didn't use any concealers, it looks very natural, and the whole base look like all melt into your own skin. For the eyes, I'm going to use Pat McGrath, this setting powder. And then for the center of the face, I'm going to use Floris's baked powder. This is a new color, which is in purple one. It's not that purple, but it has the colored ingredients in there to balancing out any, especially yellow undertone, the yellow patches, to even out your skin tone even better. So I'm going to use the powder, applying in the area where I applied the matte highlighter. Today, obviously, I went to further steps. If you have a setting powder that you're happy with, you can, of course, just set the full face. And for the edge of my face, I'm going to use Julia Stewart one, which has a little bit color and 25% darker than my own skin shade, so which kind of support the shading area. And then only apply this on the edge of my face. You won't be able to shrink your face side completely either by a surgery, for example, but you can visually make your face shape more smooth, which will return in a more evened structure. As myself is combined oily skin, hence I will seal it again with another layer of setting spray. If you are normal skin or dry skin conditions, this step is not necessary. For my face shape in particular, I'm very much unsuitable for the flat brow shape. It needs to be more angled. It will enlarge my face into portrait way, which is visually shrinking the wideness of my face shape. I normally draw a line between the highest point of my eyebrow towards the last point. You can just, do a line like this. Don't be too worried, we can all correct it afterwards, like that. And then I use this type of brow pencil. You can use any brow pencil. If you are beginners, I would suggest to start from brow powder. Draw individual brow hair to pretty much fill up the gap. When you draw it closer to this line, your stroke should be all following this main line, to basically give you as a guidance. For the front, make sure you light-handed. Don't worry about the stroke, it's look a little bit, dense or too harsh, and just use the same brow comb to gently brush it over and to, soften out the lines, but they still look very natural. Then let's use a blush. Today is Mao Geping's blush color 3BB. 3BB. This is more like a coral orange base, but has level of brown and gray in there. Put the area from the end of your brow towards end of your nose, and it goes back to the top of your ear. So the triangle area like here. And then I normally would use another blush which is a couple of shades darker than this one. This one is Suku 09, and just gently go over the area. Add a little bit to the nose to add the color atmosphere. And then here where we apply the shading color here as well, just to make the whole face all in one. For the eyes, also use the blush color. Just apply in the area where we apply the shadow colors, the liquid contour colors, and then light-handed connecting the front of your brow towards the front of your eyes. This one, like that. And then zigzag, smudging it out. Just connecting the shading area, the contour to your nose. And then if you have a little bit puffy eyes like myself, use a shade darker than this one, which again I'm going to go back to Suku's blush color. Going to use the darker side. Apply it in the same area but smaller. It's just to define the back of your eye. Same for the front. Same color applying for the entire lower lash line. Then is your eyeliner. Eyeliner is very important. I use the liquid liner to wing out. It's pretty much just follow your own eye shape. Then I use a gelled liner to fill up the gaps. Then the lashes is very important. It's pretty much change your eye shape instantly. You can just use your own lashes with mascara, or you can use some fake lashes if you have more time, for example. If middle of your face is a bit longer, what I mean by that is if it is longer than your forehead, try to put a bit effort for your lower lashes. Try to extend it down to kind of visually shorten this area to make the whole structure more balanced. Now we only got the lip left. I'm going to use out of office this one to just shape my lip first. Once you get your shape, then just choose any more coral brown based color, kind of like goes with today's makeup. Going to use Giorgio Armani's 02. Show you guys the details. This type of detail defined makeup personally is very much my cup of tea, because it's allowing you to look so fresh and elegant with distance, but at the same time people also feel you born this way beauty when they get closer with yourself. My big round square face has been very much reshaped. Oh, by the way, I learned this from one of my top TikTokers, Dodo. From her, although she has a very beautiful face shape, but I practiced the way she shared it and I find it work perfectly for my face shape. Hence now share with you guys. Hope you liked today's video and find somehow helpful. If it does, please do click the like button and most importantly too, subscribe to my channel down here. I will see you on my next video.